Warning! This podcast contains Morgan.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 14, Bury Me Here. I'm your host, Clio. With me I have John and Dom.
What's going on?
Hello.
Hello. So this episode, while not completely, was fairly predictable.
Yeah, it's fair to say.
I called a lot of things.
John even called, like, Ben dying, like, last night or something, like, the night before.
Well, because once I saw it was about the kingdom again, I was like, Yeah.
Who's too precious for this world? Besides Jerry. Because you can't kill Jerry.
Can't kill Jerry.
Jerry. He punched Jerry and John just got up out of his chair like, no!
I was like, we got a problem? We have a problem here?
Apparently.
We have a lot of problems. Yeah. Honestly, what got me was as soon as Carol said, no, go in your drop. I'll see you later or whatever. I'm like, nope, Ben's not coming back.
You done just killed that boy.
Yeah. Because Carol needs another dead child on her head.
Right? Just look at the flowers.
It's kind of her specialty.
Have you guys noticed, though? Have you guys noticed in the background of her house, there's, like, pictures of flowers on the wall she's been wearing? Like, this whole season she's been wearing dresses with flowers on it. Like,
no.
I definitely think that's a throwback to...
Of course. It's probably her way of, like, remembering and tributing them. Yeah. I did not notice that. But, yeah, that starts off with this one, they're loading this one melon into the truck, and, like, everyone's taking a turn doing something, loading this one melon. And and then there's a commercial break. I'm like, you showed us 12 people loading one melon into a truck, and then you gave us a commercial break. Only The Walking Dead. It's the only show that can get away with that.
Well,
shit.
I mean, the significance of it is
Oh,
you have
course.
12 people making sure it's accounted for.
Yes.
You know, that way it's not on one person, because this is way more important that everything is there than anything else that they're doing. You know?
Yes.
Yep.
So, yeah,
sure.
I had the
But
exact same reaction. I'm like,
when you
wait,
had no idea what the context
you had
was.
one melon, and then you closed the doors to the truck. Like, you're done loading, then we cut to a commercial. I'm like, what just happened? You know?
I guess that's a good way to get you to remember what had happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Cementing that in your brain. So their 12 melon tribute, which I guess, you know, it was a 12 melon tribute. It was so specific. Only 12 melons, like, that's it. I feel like the other offerings were more.
Yeah, well,
had more things.
This was their daily offering, they said.
Daily? Oh, I thought
offering.
they did. Oh. I thought they did weeklies.
They do.
Oh.
So that's why the other
But
offerings
smaller
are bigger.
ones every day.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. I don't know if it's always melons every day, but this was part of their. It seemed like daily offering, and I'm almost positive they said it at one point, but then they said see you same time next week at one point. So I was like, is this a weekly offering and the other one's like a monthly? Like I was kind of confused by that, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, cantaloupe are hard to grow, you know.
right.
So they don't grow quickly. So I guess they can't give you I can't give you 30 cantaloupe. We can't grow them that quickly, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe depending on crop rotations, the different crop every day, if it's a daily offering.
Could be. I think it's probably more of a weekly, but I could have sworn I heard daily at one point.
I don't know.
It is a different offering than the bigger one that we've seen. It's that is for sure.
Yeah. So on their way with the 12 melons, we have a line of shopping carts. And I just went, huh, that
It,
actually makes a good blockade.
it
'Cause
was
not
an
only,
arrow of shopping carts.
yeah, yeah. But not only do they fit together, and you can make whatever length you want, but when whoever you're trying to block moves it, it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
So as far as effective blockades go, that was a good one.
I'm sitting there going, just ram it. And then I'm like, that's a
That would not work.
wall of shopping carts. That's
Yeah, that would
really
work.
not going to do anything.
No.
All it will do is drag the shot, like all the shopping carts will just be pushed down the
I
street.
mean, eventually the ones on the ends will start
Yeah.
breaking off, but you're going to be dragging that for a bit. And
Yeah.
worst case
Yeah.
scenario, it topples over. Then you're really not going anywhere with it.
No, yeah. But the arrow points towards a sign and a grave that says "Bury me here."
I knew exactly
And I-
what that was for as soon as we saw it. I did. I knew exactly who did it. I knew exactly what it was for. Because we had seen the backpack flashback a little earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was the same place
Right.
until obviously
Morgan.
Morgan
Yeah.
at the end. No, I didn't realize until a melon was missing. And then I was like, that was deliberate. That was Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Because he hung back. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Especially since he wanted to be the one to get shot.
Yep.
Ugh.
I
I'm
mean,
so mad.
It's not a bad plan. It wasn't. I'm not gonna fault the
Yes,
guy for
it
it.
was.
No, he wanted to sacrifice himself for the greater good. I get that. It's really not a bad plan. But the saviors are very unpredictable people, and knowing this, you should kind of have that factor into your contingency that it's probably not going to go the way you want it to. On paper, it's a good idea. In practice, no. If you're trying to sacrifice yourself.
Here's the reason it's a bad plan, even on paper. He's going against his people. This is subterfuge. This is underhandedness. He's it's. I know he wants to fight the saviors. I know Ezekiel doesn't. And he's a little unhinged. Like his conversation with Morgan, I think, showed how unhinged he was. Because he was going on about, we have to make them see. It's like, dude, getting somebody killed, no. There are better ways. Like, and sure, maybe it would have taken longer, but his fucking plan was probably about as good as the two chode ladies.
Oh, yes.
Sasha
Let's go
and
get a big gun and shoot
that's gonna
it
be
with
great.
fire.
Sasha and fucking Rosita.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awful. It's gonna be terrible when that happens. So I think they're gonna go about as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I
don't know, like, he's giving his life here to give them life in a way. You know, that's the way I look at it. Because they don't have a life right now. The way the saviors are treating them, everything like that. You need something big, something drastic to happen for Ezekiel to change his mind. He's tried it the other way. It didn't work. He needed to approach this a different way. Sacrificing himself when I'm by no means am I condoning, just kill yourself. That's a great idea. You know, that's not what I mean by this. But in like a world like this, you know, and he's sitting there without his daughter, you know, and his wife, or, you know, whatever. Did we learn anything about her? I don't think she was even mentioned.
she was mentioned. She died, and then he ran with the daughter, and while they were running away, she got killed.
Right. So here, like, he's lived, you know, his life. He's seen whatever. They're in the zombie apocalypse. He's without his family. You know, he's not happy where he is, and he's trying to protect his people. And the way he's going to do that is to sacrifice himself to start the war. Because that's the only way they're ever going to be free of the saviors. So, in a way, it's giving his life for them to have theirs. That's the intention of his plan. That's what I mean by it's not a bad plan on paper, but in actuality, you got someone else killed. You know,
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
bad part.
And I think there's a difference between, and I feel like I was talking about something similar recently, um, where just, killing yourself, you're the only one who's at risk.
Right.
Putting on this gigantic display, other people are at risk.
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta also look at it from his point of view too. He's the only one that's been like threatened harm. Like they've had, we've seen in the previous encounters. You know, they've wanted to beat the crap out of him. You know, so of course he's gonna think he's gonna be the one to go. You know.
Yeah. He was wrong, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
And he didn't even mean like whatever long-haired asshole. He didn't even mean to like kill the kid immediately. He just shot him in the leg.
Yeah. And you see even the saviors are just like, no, like that's fucked up. Go, walk.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was just that one guy, just the lead guy.
Yeah, well,
made him walk. But yeah. He ended up shooting him in like the worst possible place in the leg you could get shot.
Yeah.
Must have broke that artery because that was a lot of blood.
Oh, it didn't stop.
Yeah.
When they put the cloth over and the blood just popped out through it, and
didn't
I was just
even
like,
stop it.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad right now. Like, there's no coming back from this.
No.
Yeah. Oh God! And like even the way he said bye to his brother, I'm like, you're dead. Sorry, kid. You're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see your brother again.
Yeah, when Morgan is teaching his brother how to fight and all that at the beginning, and Morgan's like, oh, you don't hate your brother, you want to be like him, right? And the brother was listening in the background. That's why Morgan said it and everything. I was just like,
course.
This kid's dead. Like, he's not making it through this episode.
Oh.
Too much development for a side character. That's what this show does.
Yeah. And not only that, but it was like a touching moment of admission. It's just like, no, you're not making it.
Nope. Sorry, kid. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime anybody gets the feels.
Which is kind of annoying in a way.
It's become predictable, like you said. Like, because now when Olivia died, I'm like, she's had too many lines. She's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you see, I didn't care about Olivia.
Wow.
Like, Olivia was okay. She was cool. Whatever. This is like a kid who's raising his younger brother. Like, you're clearly taking the easy way to our heart, Yeah.
I can't blame the show for the predictability. It's just common. It's a common practice in a lot of TV shows. Especially people like us who sit here and analyze the shows.
Of course.
It's going to be more known to us. John, look at the way we called some of the stuff in Westworld without spoiling any of that. Like, some of that stuff, that show was a show that is like very, very advanced layers of deception, and we still cracked it. Not all of it, but we cracked a large majority of it. So, for a show like this that is pretty basic in terms of what it's trying to do to the fans, it's a lot easier to predict. It's just kind of the way TV goes at this point. And for them to really kind of switch it up, it would be hard, because then you'd be giving a lot of side characters plots that never go anywhere, and you're going to be left going, well, what about them? Kind
of like Once Upon a Time.
Kinda, yeah.
Hey, whatever happened to this character and that character?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're sleeping. A lot.
One of them is still a tree, I think.
No.
No? Okay. I'm pretty behind. Anyway, so speaking of Richard being unhinged, Morgan kind of snaps.
All work and no play makes Morgan something.
No, wait, what did I say? I said all work and a dead kid. all work and a dead apprentice make Morgan something.
Go crazy? Don't mind if I do.
Poor Homer.
Yeah, so he confronts Richard. He seems like he's not going to kill him. Did not expect him to kill him in front of everybody.
Oh, as soon as Morgan was like, "Did you tell him?" in front of everybody, I was like,
Yeah.
"You're dead. Morgan is gonna snap right now." I knew it. I knew it. But
Yeah.
I did not expect him to choke him to death, though. Like,
Not in.
no.
And nobody moved.
No.
Nobody
I
moved.
didn't
They
move.
did a thing.
I didn't move.
Nobody moved. I expected, like, maybe Ezekiel or one of the Kingdom people to tear him off of him, but they just let him kill him. Like, I'm sure once Morgan explained himself, they kind of would have understood, but he kind of jumps him and chokes him with no to the other Kingdom people with almost no provocation.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing with that is Morgan is really respected by the king. So for Morgan, who is this peace-loving guy who does not practice killing and violence and well, violence, yes, but defense violence. Ezekiel has to know for Morgan to do that, he deserves it. There's a reason. So I think that's why he stood down, and because he didn't order anything, that's why the rest of them didn't budge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So but still, it was the most insane scene to watch.
Yeah, and I mean we get pretty solid of them, the creators showing us that Morgan is reverting to when he actually went crazy. When he was writing stuff on the walls in that whatever weird apartment.
He almost killed himself today.
Yeah, he put a gun up to his head.
So,
I mean, he even called
back around.
He even called him the name of his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So,
wonder how this is gonna go.
Probably not great, since he's sitting on the stoop sharpening his staff. Probably not.
It's
great.
no longer a beating stick. It is now a spear.
Yeah. And I mean, he's still got somebody to kill. The one who shot Benjamin in the first place.
Oh, that guy's done.
Yeah, Jared. Ha! He's got a douchebag name, too.
Who knew?
Who knew the douchebag has a douchebag name?
And the fact that he just, like, blurted out to Carol. Like,
sorry for anyone out there named Jared.
Alright, fine, I'm sorry, Jareds of the world, but...
Never met a Jared I liked, so... what it's worth.
I'm sure there's some nice ones.
For this. I'm sure there are.
Anyway, sorry, John, I interrupted you.
Well, I mean, and like Morgan also just blurted out to Carol everything that happened with the Saviors, and was like, "Nah, they're alive."
After Morgan saying that was between you and Daryl, you want to find out? Go talk to Daryl, and then just blurted it out, like 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's seeing Morgan would have liked to know Richard's plan before he did it. So I think he's looking at it like that. Like, Carol would probably like to know. He's sympathizing with Carol's position there.
I don't know if it's sympathy or just the fact that he needs her like pissed off like he is.
Oh, maybe.
I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I don't think he's thinking of it that way. He goes like, "No, we're going to kill all of them, and I need you to do it." So
well, that, and I think because they are kind of polar opposites when it comes to that, but Morgan has now snapped and gone over to her side. So I think it's Morgan needs a little bit of restraint, and she's gonna be the voice of reason for him, because you see she stops him. Don't go, whatever. Stay here. I'm gonna go to the kingdom. You wait here. Promise me you'll wait here. So
yeah.
It's gonna get her fired up, but at the same time, it's gonna stop Morgan. So
yeah, exactly.
It's a little of both. It's some give and push, give and take.
Yeah. Yeah, but she needed to know. And I'm not sure if she's gonna be mad at Daryl. We're gonna have to see.
I don't think she is. I think she's gonna be like, I understand why, but you know,
But
they
don't
have to
do
die.
it ever again, asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so Morgan is staying in her house, and Carol's gone to the kingdom. And
I really hope they like bleached out the blood from the floor and the table, because he doesn't need to stare at that.
yeah, I don't know what Carol was able to do in the time frame that they went back with that melon.
Yeah,
She might not have been able to clean up.
I don't know.
It's not like they have bleach sitting around. I mean, they might, but I don't think they do.
Yeah, probably not. But I think that'll be at least interesting to see, like how if he's just sitting there staring all night, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's not
Did
as
they ever
unhinged
bury
as
him?
he was.
I think they did.
Yes, they
Is
did
they-
bury him.
Yeah, they went back to the kingdom. I assume they buried him, and then they got the melon and went back to see the saviors.
Yeah, and we saw his brother too.
Yeah. Oh
That's right.
God. Poor kid.
But like as crazy as Morgan's gone, I don't think he's gone as crazy as he was when Rick found him.
No, not yet. I think it's like a more controlled crazy. Like he has a mission now,
Yeah.
to kill Jared, basically. So
Yeah, pretty much. Jared's done.
yeah. So this was a pretty compact storyline, a very, very streamlined storyline this episode.
It was, but it had me like very invested, very interested, and like watching with full attention in complete
Oh, yeah.
silence. And you don't get that often with me on this show. Usually I'm on my phone, you know, messing around, whatever. I'm doing whatever. Not even during commercials, like during dialogue. And this time the show had me full attention the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It
no,
was-
I'm not. Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and I love Morgan, so anytime we get a lot of him, it's usually good. I mean, there's never been a time where I didn't like seeing him. I don't think.
Except
No,
for when he was letting the wolves go. It's like, stop that, Morgan.
Yeah, I whatever. Obi-Wan would
Yeah,
have done
no.
the same thing.
It just, I'm curious how this is going to change his opinion now of what to do with Negan, you know, because he was originally the one for, oh, there's another way, you know, and we all kind of knew that was, let's throw Negan in the jail cell that is just kind of sitting there in Alexandria.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if he still feels that way, you know, maybe Rick has shifted now and let's not kill him, we found another way, and Morgan's like, no,
Well,
I want to kill him. Like
That would be.
That's what
I
I
would
think
like
they've
to see.
done.
Yeah, I would like to see Rick be like, let's not kill him. Let's throw him in the cell.
Yeah, because at this point in the comics, Morgan's dead. He's not there. So everything that we're dealing now with Morgan is new. That does not mean Morgan is going to die, because look at Daryl. Daryl's not in the comics at all, and he's still with us.
Yeah.
This also may be the beginning of Morgan's end, you know, for all we know. But, you know.
Depends on how reckless he gets.
Right. So it's all bets are off with him right now. We can't tell. You know, just because he died in the comics does not mean they're going to kill him here in the TV show. For me, anyway, I don't know, because I'm not the creator of Walking Dead, but to me the TV show almost feels like the director's cut of the comic books. You know, you get
Well, I
to
think
do,
he said that.
you get to do what you messed up with the first time around. He
Right.
said that in regards to the way that Abraham died. That's what he said.
Oh.
So he said that he didn't feel like Abraham had the right death in the comics. So when it came time, they gave him a much better one.
Mm-hmm.
So
With that, I agree.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, because it was the shock factor of it all, and it took it away from it took it away from. I'm not saying it took away the impact of Glenn's death, but it took away the Glenn's gonna die. At least for me, I was like, oh, they killed Abraham instead. Like, and then he just turned, and when he whacked Glenn, I was just like, no, like I didn't see it coming at that moment. Like I totally expected Glenn to die the entire time, and they for even that brief second made me believe that was not gonna happen. So. Mission accomplished in that regard.
Honestly, for me, it did take away from the impact of Glenn's death, but that wasn't the only reason it took away from the impact.
The false deaths.
Everyone knows how I feel.
Yeah,
I don't have to go through that again.
Yeah.
If you watch the show,
Yeah.
I'll leave that be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the other thing I wanted to say.
I was just gonna say they know Morgan's a fan favorite, so they're not gonna say they're not gonna kill him, but. They're not gonna
get
off him in a way that we're not gonna appreciate, I think.
Yeah. He'll have a good death.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead, John.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but like in the last couple episodes, Rick is much happier, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of having a lot more fun. And I think because he's not just thinking about survival anymore, he actually is thinking about the future and what that means. And like, he sort of bridged the gap between, like, I guess just murder bandit Rick from last season and confused, scared puppy dog from this season. So, like, I feel like this is kind of a character who's at least learned from everyone around him. So, like, he's gotten some stuff from Morgan. He's got a little bit of, probably a lot of Jesus in him.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term. He's got a lot of Father Gabriel in him now that they're friends. Like, he's becoming more like his friends.
Is that how it works? Rick just keeps taking all these people inside of him?
A little bit. Ladies. Anyway. So, that's why I'm pretty sure, like, it's going to flip around where, like, Morgan's going to be like, all right, Rick, let's kill Negan. And Rick's going to be like, no, there's no point to that.
There's another way. You said it yourself.
There's another way.
And
probably a better way, because we're not going to kill all these saviors in one fell swoop. So if we take their leader,
take their leader, hold him hostage, threaten his life. They're not going to come busting the doors down.
Well,
then they risk him dying.
Yeah, people are saying that seeing how the guy who handles, and I forgot his name, how the savior who handled Jared, like, he's like, go, walk home, fuck you, man, how dare you. Seeing how he handles that, like, not every savior who handles these drops is ruthless, like that other guy.
But at the same token, when he got shot, they delayed him. Like, that guy right there who got mad delayed them from helping him. No, you're going to sit here. You're going to listen to this. I understand he had to get a point through, but he's also... There's no compassion there, so... It's wishy-washy with them. It serves their purpose, their need,
But I think that what people are saying about that is that if you take Negan out of this equation, there's going to be people on... saviors, at least, on opposite sides. So it's not just going to be business as usual. They're going to have a struggle.
Create a power struggle.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
there's a power vacuum, and they're going to fight each other.
We even see that with Dwight, like Negan's right-hand man. Like, he's having internal conflicts and struggles, and he's fighting Negan a battle from the inside. Playing, oh, my wife, I killed her. Is the doctor kill it? Like, he's taking out people from the inside. And we know, according to John from the comics, something big's coming with him. I'm very interested to see what that is, but,
I hope it is. I hope it is.
I just want him to, like, carry style, burn the entire place down.
Yeah. Well, we only have 3 episodes left, so...
I'm not entirely convinced the war with the Saviors is going to start and conclude.
It's definitely not going to conclude.
No. I think
that's going to be a long civil war, I bet.
I almost feel like the finale is going to end with them going to the battle. That's how I feel like the season's going to end before we even get to see it. and next season is gonna start off the very front of the war. You know.
So they're gonna do a cliffhanger with no fighting.
I think so.
That's lame.
I hope not.
Come on, Walking Dead, stop being lame.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen.
I
But
know.
I don't see this ending this season. Is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's. I don't think I have time to give it
because
give it the chance it needs.
Everybody's about to start something that they cannot finish.
Well,
everyone.
Unless, like, because we know. I mean, we saw the previews for next week. It's not going to happen next week. But unless they take the last 2 episodes and then do like a really long finale, which they're probably going to do, like an hour and a half finale, maybe you could get like some really good progress into all this stuff. But other than that, I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
I mean, we may get the very the beginning of the battle in the tail end of the episode, but we're not going to have, I don't think they're going to capture Negan and start walking away and it's going to finale. Like, I think they're going to rush the gates or whatever they're doing and we're going to get our finale. Like, boom, It's going to be like, well, I really want to know what's happening, so I guess we got to wait and tune in, like one of those kind of cliffhangers,
Exactly.
Not, oh, look, guys, everything's all peaceful and happy and they got Negan. Maybe I'll tune in next week to find out how Negan's doing in his cell, or next year to find out how Negan's doing in his cell. Like, no, it's not going to happen like that. They're going to end on a big note.
There has to be a balance between,
This is The Walking Dead we're talking about. It doesn't have to be anything.
No, I know,
we
but
can go to a commercial break from a melon, so,
For it to be satisfying, and I was not satisfied with the cliffhanger last season. And if it's like that,
Well, just look back at the
tables.
Look back at Terminus, the way that season ended.
See, that was different though. That was more balanced.
That was, you guys just got caught in a train car and we're just gonna end it, and you're stuck in the train car for the entire summer. I'm like, really? Yeah. Like,
I liked that finale much better than I liked last season's finale. Much better. Because...
Well, did they tease Carol helping before that ended?
No.
We didn't know anything
about
that, right?
That's really another reason why that season premiere was fucking insane. Because Carol just comes in and takes care of everything, and it's just like, shit!
I would love to see Carol in a position like Eugene. Get Carol in on the inside of the Saviors. And work the place from the inside.
But you see, I still don't think Eugene's working it for Alexandria.
No, at the moment he's not. He's working it for himself, but when the time comes, he will. That's my point.
Okay.
Trust the mullet.
I think if it suits him to help the Saviors, he will. If it doesn't, he'll help Alexandria. I think it's all situational.
No, I don't think so. I think he's got the bond, left over from Abraham, and the fact that these are his friends. I think that's stronger than anything with Eugene right now. Stronger than playing.
I think
the
only bond he's got left. I think the only bond he's got left is Tara. Because Rosita's been a shit to him. Abraham's dead.
To be fair, Rosita's always been a shit to him.
Well, he's got more.
She's an extra shit.
He's got more than. Why do I keep blanking out on Abraham's name? I just keep brain farting his name. He's got more than Abraham's crew as friends now.
Yeah.
There's Rick and all those people. He may not be best buds with them, but he's more friendly with them than he is with the Saviors. So I'm telling you, when the time comes, he's gonna step up. He's going to be the Carol of this thing. I'm telling you.
Be that cool.
We've seen him make compound chemicals explode. He's gonna work the furnace and blow the place up from the inside. I'm telling you.
That'd be fun. We'll see. Next episode is The Other Side. The Saviors visit the hilltop unexpectedly. Surprise everyone with plans of taking more than just supplies.
And in the previews, looks like Daryl may be hanging out at the hilltop. So
yes, it seems like him and
that could just be
with Maggie.
Yeah, it just could be
Exactly.
a clever editing job that they're doing, showing Daryl like peeking around stuff, and he may not be there at the time they come.
He may not.
But
But it
yeah.
looked like he was in the field with Sasha, so
Yeah.
it seemed like he was there at the hilltop.
Well, maybe this will stop the stupid brigade from being stupid.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I'm hoping so, because that's going to be really annoying.
Yeah. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter.
Dom, where can they find you?
Find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenodom.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Come on, John, why don't you sing?
Huh?
Huh? You can find me at Clio on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can
In
find...
your eyes. In your eyes.
You can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and apparently in your eyes. And just follow us for more stuff. Podcasts like this. TV shows. Movies. Whatever we're into.
To be fair, you didn't say what to say, so.
It's true.